Well, again, afternoon. We did two videos related to the pattern from Morocco, and here I'm trying to make the third one. Each time I am using a different method for constructing this pattern. So we had the approximate method. We had also the method that was presented last time, and it was using the locus construction. Locus construction in mathematics, when they didn't have computers, it was like called Neusis construction. So this is more or less the same, only just slightly different approach. Now, today I would like to do the construction using side and diagonal ratio. This is my favorite method in octagonal patterns, and surprisingly, this method works quite well in many applications. I remember one time we were discussing patterns from India, and Richa was asking how this pattern was done, and the solution was very easy. Use the side and diagonal ratio. So let me go to the next page and let's see what is this. Okay, if you take octagon, polygons, octagon, and then I will just draw octagon like this. Okay, I don't want to have large points, so edit display point style medium. Okay, now I am fine. And in mathematics, they have things like golden ratio, and also they have silver ratio, and there's a whole theory of ratios, various geometric ratios in mathematics. You can go to Wikipedia and you can check what mathematicians invented. I know that you will be horrified because there's a lot of calculations and a lot of mathematical theory related to this. We don't know this really. We don't need this really. So for us, what is the silver ratio? It is this. Okay, take this diagonal, take the side of octagon, number, calculate, and okay, just measure ratio. This will be fine. Okay, and look what we got. We got number 2.41421. But you see, if you take a square, this is my square. If I consider two values, this is diagonal, but I don't need this dark color really here. So make it a lighter like this. That's fine. You can see it properly. If I select this edge, so I have diagonal of the square and I have edge of the square. And now measure ratio. You see what I got? I got practically the same digits, only 2 and 1. So if I take number, calculate this number, and if I say minus 1, okay, so look, this number minus 1 is giving this number. So side to diagonal ratio, it is the same like silver ratio in octagon, and this is the ratio of DE to okay. I will just change the labels for these points. Okay, Yes, yes, fine. And now display label points. Just start from A, and then you see this is now clear. AB and BC, divided BC by AB, you're getting 2.41. And here in this diagonal divided by the length of the edge, you're getting 1.41421. Okay, just Sketchpad is fooling a bit here because it's showing just finite number, but this is the irrational number, so there are many digits. So in Sketchpad you can go always to properties and see what kind of value you can get. This is the highest value, but you can make it smaller if you want. Okay, so this will go, yeah, okay, like this. Okay, so this is the relation of the cited diagonal ratio to the silver ratio. Now, you can also do a thing like this. Draw as two lines, okay, and then you can just say, okay, let me to take a square. I can build a square just this way, okay, and I can also build a square here. And what I will do, I will just take a circle with center in this point and with the radius like this. So you see the circle is passing through this vertex here. This simply means that the diagonal of the square and another diagonal of the square are creating for us something like this. That's a side of the square, this part. Then this is diagonal of this square, and this is another side of the square. So a good notation is like this. Okay, you can just say SD, okay, or you can say ds, okay, or you can say sds, okay, or you can say dsd, okay. So you can construct each of these things. Just construction is very similar. So please remember about this because we will be coming to this case. So if you look here at the bottom, page 20, I have written SDDS. So let's go to the page, okay, and I have this nice picture that was gotten in the last time, okay. This is the picture that was made last time using what? Using the construction of the locus, okay. So this was this. Now, if I say this, take these 2 points, okay, and then draw these 2 points. Yes, okay, mark these points. So I have 3 segments of the same length. You can check it. Okay, you can calculate if you want, but you see, these 3 segments are the same length. At the same time, I have 2 short segments and the one here. So what I can do with this? Again, let's go to tools, let's go square, and you see what I am getting. I'm getting 2 squares, and now if I draw a circle that is with the radius equal to the diagonal of the square, okay, I'm getting the same result. So this distance is equal to this. Okay, let me to just make labels for them. Okay, display label points. Start again with A. It will be simpler. And now look what we're getting. AB measure distance is 2 point something. Now BC measure the distance is this. And then this one measure distance is this. And then here measure distance is this. And again, what I got measure distance is this. So we got three identical segments. We can trust Sketchpad. Its calculations are quite deep and quite accurate. And then we got two segments with shorter edge. And now if you measure, okay, calculate, okay, just what you do. Select all these two numbers, calculate, okay, this one divided by this one, okay. You see, we got this, and as you remember in a moment ago, I told you that this number, it is this number AB minus 1. And if you subtract 1 here, you get exactly the same digits like we had, okay? This, yeah. It's not really the same, okay? Okay, so you got this number. Okay, fine. So now the question is how to make construction of these points A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so let's go to the next page. Document options, add, duplicate the one here. Okay, I don't need this, so this will be page 21. Okay, now I can move it outside, and now you remember what we did. Okay, you remember what we did, how to make a construction like this. So you get the points like those here in this drawing. So first construct midpoint. If you want, you can also make midpoint here. Okay, you know why I need these points? Just to make the vertical construction shorter. And now what I can do, display hide midpoints. So this point is fixed. Okay, and Sketchpad works with the fixed points, works with the points that are not fixed, but it is getting difficult. So now construct perpendicular line. Okay, and now what is the purpose? This, if we assume that this is the edge AB, so what we can do, we get this, okay, and then this is the point B. So starting from A, that is B. Now I want to get C. So I do what? I do a circle like this. Okay, so this is my point C. Now I don't want to mess up again. So this is point D and point E. Okay, no, okay, not just this. So I have short, I have long, long, and long. And now what I can do? Just select bottom point, select the other point, go to transform and ask to mark vector. Now go to the top point, transform and ask to translate. So we are translating about the edge of the square. And you can make this way even very, very complex constructions. So now we got this. Now hide this point because it will be disturbing. Now select these points, select this line, construct parallel lines. Okay, and this what we got looks this way. Okay, so we have two short segments and three long segments. Now select the first one, the last one, and then select these 3 points. Now go to the tools, create a new tool, and you can call it S, D, 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 and S. Okay, so this will be reflecting what we did. And now let's check how this tool works. This tool works quite fine. Okay, and now if I just take this picture, I can check if this works well. Okay, you see what is happening with the new points. Okay, they cover the previous points quite well. Okay, so now document options, add duplicate page 21. Okay, we have this construction on the previous page. We can keep this construction here. It doesn't really matter if we like them or not. Okay. And then what we can do, create the triangle, just like we did all triangles until now. Construct two perpendicular lines, and now double click, select this line, transform, rotate 90 degrees by 4. We get this. And then again, rotate this line, but the other way. Okay, so we got this point. This is the same what we did in the past. So hide these lines. We have our triangle, and this triangle looks identically like all these triangles that we did. Line, style, medium. And now what I can do this. Go to SDDDS tool, apply it here, okay, and now if you compare this what you have here on the right picture and the left picture, so you taking the midpoints, you construct parallel lines, display line style thin and display color black, okay, again. And this left edge construct parallel lines. Okay, so you see we got perfectly fine whatever we wanted. And now transform, reflect this segment. Okay, and then transform, reflect this segment. So we started constructing these squares, and this kite is ready, and this white shape is ready. Now again construct perpendicular line, and now what we do, construct perpendicular line. Okay, so we got this point, and now construct lines that are parallel to these. So construct parallel lines. Okay, and everything is finished. So what we can do, okay, now I am always missing this. So transform, reflect, and then transform, reflect. Okay, so this way what I can do, I can just start drawing what segments. Display line style medium, make them, you can make them blue if you want, okay, or black, and then go this way, this way, this way, and this way, and then this way, and then like this, and then like this, okay, and then what we do, on the left side, it is this way, and then this way, and then we will do this, and then we need to mess up the center and also the segments just like this one. And then you can just color it like we did in the previous examples. Things will be absolutely fine. So what I will do, I will select edit, select all lines and display. Okay, just make action button hide and show. So hide lines. Okay, now do display align style thin. Okay, and then you can just take whatever we did here, just this way, uncheck yes, okay, and just uncheck points on one side. Okay, and just check this point. And now what you do, you got just triangle with edges only. Okay, so I have triangle with edges only, and then you see how it works. Why I remove these right points? Because two triangles will be touching each other along this edge, and if one has points, the other may not have them. And then what else we did? Okay, show lines. Okay, now transform, rotate 45 degrees. Okay, and then do this, transform, rotate, but negative 45. And look, nothing changes. We just have to draw lines. We just have to draw lines. Okay, and just be careful, don't cross the symmetry line. Okay, so what I mean that I have a symmetry line going like here, okay, and my pattern, so if I hide lines, my pattern should be like this. If I select one side of it, then only one side will be selected. So I can hide these objects and I will not destroy anything on the right side. Okay, now let me to remove these things, display hide straight objects, and now I don't need these 2 points, hide intersections, and now what I will do, just hide everything, okay, you don't need this vertex, and now what I will do, kite with edges only. Okay, and the rest works exactly the same like we did in the previous case. So document options, add blank page, and now look what is happening. If I take an octagon and then if I take squares, yeah, okay, so the polygon squares, so I can put them here. No. I can put them like this. Okay. So I can apply my new tools the way I wanted to have. So that's the one here, that's the one here, and then one here. And now what I do, kites with edges only. So you see, the points, the missing points are just coming out. Okay, and then I will do this, and then I will do this. Okay, so what I do, I just have to draw these lines because I don't have midpoints for squares. So this is what I am doing here. Okay, and then I can draw segments this way. Okay, one segment, make it black, medium and black. Okay, so you can do this. And now, whatever you can do, just to free your space out of these polygons, display hide these objects. Okay, I don't need the points here, so display hide points. Okay, and now you can color it any way you want it. You can invent the most crazy colors you prefer, and when you get colors you can make completely random colors if you want. Okay, and then so okay, yeah, just if you want to make random colors, go to the preferences and the color and randomly color new interiors. This will be fine experience, experiment. So what I will do, I will just take a large. Okay, I need this large. Okay, no, just this one. And then make it large. Randomly coloring, this is very interesting thing. Okay, just remember, edit, preferences, and then random coloring. Okay, and then you see what I do. Squares. My square is coming like this, and the other one is coming like this, and the third one is coming like this, and then the other square this way. Okay, and then okay, and then so Sketchpad is generating different color for each polygon, and you can play with coloring the way you want. So that's the thing you can do. Okay, and then you can do a thing like this. Okay, and then again a thing like this. Okay, and of course you remember the edges for these polygons are fat because we were drawing fat lines. So if you go here, right click, you see the edge is fat. So first just select everything. Okay, I don't want to select edges. So display line style thin, and now you see very nice, nicely done. Okay, and that's really all what I wanted to do today, just to finish what I was promising. Three different constructions for the pattern from Morocco. I am sure that you can find also a few more constructions like this. So when you color this part, you can just transform, reflect, okay, and you will be getting copies of these colors like here, and you can follow everything the way you want. You can make it really nice. Okay, so that's the thing. So send it to back, and then you can also change this color to something like this. Okay, it doesn't look good. Okay, but if you turn the edges to white, so it will be absolutely fine. But you can also just select a color, okay, this way, and you will be getting something in a green world. Okay, thank you. So thank you for surviving with me these three films. Uh, I suggest try to understand the method using the SDDS construction because it is important. We will use it in the future and try to also remember about the locus construction because locus construction, this is a really safety belt. When you have no idea how to construct something, think if you can use the locus construction. Okay, and thank you and see you another time.